right,
you go,
hello,
Brad.
and welcome back to episode 3 of the Munchkin and the Meatball podcast. I am the Munchkin, Brad, and the Meatball Van is here with me. How are you doing today?
Hello. I'm here.
Alright, well,
Let's try to get you do most of the talking today, Brad.
I will try my best. You know what, let's start with just our first topic of today, lead right into it. Do you think there are too many subscription services in the world right now?
Oh, 100%, Brad. You want me to read off all the ones I have
Go
right
for
now?
it. That'll be a
Because
good
you'll be
start.
surprised. Alright, boom. I got Netflix. I'm going to loop Hulu and Spotify into one because I pay for one, Spotify
I mean, yeah, you
Premium to
kinda
get
have to.
Hulu. So yeah, there's two, technically three if you count it. I'm subscribed to the History Channel subscription service for Monster Quest. I have Amazon Prime subscription. I have a Xbox Live subscription. I have one for Nintendo. I have one for Hims. I get that nice shampoo.
Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah, and the gummies, shampoo and the gummies, big
Yeah,
boy.
you gotta.
And then is that it? Yeah, that's it. 7. I'm one
let's
man.
see. I mean, yeah.
Oh, false. Crunchyroll. 8.
Yeah,
Crunchyroll.
I have Crunchyroll, Netflix. I use Matt's Hulu, but that's neither here nor there. I have Amazon Prime, which I guess encapsulates Twitch Prime too. But you can't really; those are the same thing, basically.
Yeah, 9.
I have
Technically
my Xbox
9.
account, and then my Nintendo account, and then I used to have a Funimation one, but I'm not paying for that anymore.
Yeah.
Let's see, is there any more? My family has a Google, just inclusive plan that has YouTube and like Google Play stuff on it. So yeah, that's just a lot of subscription plans, and then just look at what there is out there. You can subscribe to basically anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, Destiny is a subscription service. If I'm being
Yeah, there are a lot of
honest.
games that are like that too.
It's free to play now, but I'm gonna be like, say you have Destiny like Lite, which is the new that's Destiny 2, but the free to play, which gives you
Yeah,
the first 3
yeah.
expansions, and Destiny for free.
But that doesn't really matter.
But that's not when I play Destiny 2. If you didn't buy the DLC, you weren't have it wasn't
yeah,
a
you
game.
have basically
It was
nothing at that
pointless.
point.
Same thing right now with Shadowkeep. If you don't buy Shadowkeep, there's no point. So I would argue that Destiny 2 is a subscription.
Yeah. Actually,
it definitely
if you want
is.
to count that, do you think technically the first subscription services would be MMOs back in the day? Because if you look at like World of Warcraft,
No.
and
Oh no,
RuneScape,
that's no,
yeah, those are the
100%.
first subscription services because you had to pay for that account monthly, yearly, whatever you were doing, and then
Yeah.
that's kind of like that shows a lot about the tech world though, because a lot of things like that. That's kind of what shaped Microsoft, Xbox Live accounts, and PlayStation was
Yeah.
free for a while, and then they started paying.
But then it got hacked and shut down for like 5 years.
Yeah.
So
And now look at
But,
what Disney's doing. Disney's trying to make a monster of one.
Oh, I'm gonna buy that
you
one.
kind of
Oh,
have
yeah.
to if you like Marvel movies, if you like Star Wars, if you like any
told-
of their
they're trying-
shit, you're gonna have to pay for it.
I read they were trying to get
Yeah,
Crunchyroll. So if they get Crunchyroll, it's game
literally
over.
game over at that point.
Like that's the biggest monopoly then. If they got
yeah,
that,
yeah.
they would own almost everything that people care about.
It's just goofy. I can understand why they're trying to, because anime is such a growing market. That getting
Yeah.
a hold of that fan base and getting a hold of all those people would just solidify you more money. I mean, it's not
true.
too bad as long as they don't fuck it up in the way Disney does sometimes.
Oh, are you kidding me? 100% gonna fuck it up.
Yeah,
100%.
because as Crunchyroll set up now, I don't mind it. I mean, all my shit's just right there. I can have tab whatever I'm
Yeah.
watching that season, and it works out really well.
So how do you feel about games as like a subscription service? Games as a service is what they call it, but
In a way,
Same
I
difference.
don't mind it as long as the content is there, because then you don't have to buy a new game every year. You can play the one game, and you're just getting content every maybe 3 weeks to a month, maybe depending on the game itself. Because
Yeah.
no matter how they sell it, if they make you pay for an account or pay for a battle pass, it's the same thing. It's a games as a service. It's a subscription service. Because most of the time you're paying for that battle pass. If you want the expensive,
Yeah.
you want the good shit.
So would you count games like Apex and Fortnite as a subscription service, or a game
I would say it's a game with
a service inside of it? Okay.
Because you're not really you can play both games just fine without buying anything.
Yeah, I guess that is the difference between Destiny
Yeah.
and that. Besides, one is a battle royale.
I mean, the
and
better
one
way
is
to look at it is it's not like
MMO.
a game like World of Warcraft where you're paying for your account.
Yeah,
That you literally have to pay to play.
that's true.
If you want to play Apex or you want to play Fortnite, you can just download it. You don't have to pay for anything.
Destiny 2 also has a battle pass now.
I did not hear about that.
Oh yeah, if you buy Shadowkeep, you automatically get it. But there's a free version, and then there's like a advanced version. But you want the
That's how
advanced
every battle
version.
pass is. I just started a COD Mobile, and if you want
Yeah.
anything good, you want to get the premium pass.
See, the one with the Destiny thing though is kind of scummy a little bit, because there's like legendary stuff in the premium battle pass. Like there's exotics
Well, that's how
and
it is
stuff.
on COD Mobile too. If you buy the premium pass,
Yeah.
it has crates in it that have guns and well, not guns, but like skins basically that have one ability basically. But yeah, it's pretty scummy shit.
All right. So do you think the need for games as a service has started to happen because how much it costs to make a game, or are they just trying to maximize their profit?
I mean, I think it's a little
Right
bit of
now.
both.
Would
Because
Little bit of
one,
both?
I think a lot of it is like they can do this while also simultaneously maybe making a new game, but having to focus just
Yeah.
on putting out expansions or putting out updates isn't as bad as trying to make a whole new DLC season or trying to just make a whole new game in general. But it's
Mhm.
also both just trying to squeeze a lot of money out of people because they found people are more susceptible to this way, like people are more accepting of it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's accepting, but $20 here, actually false. I get really annoyed, but the masses are just see it as
Well,
yeah,
it's the
I'll
same,
do
it's
that.
the same way I viewed
That's
the start of Black Ops 4 is like, sure there was a battle pass, but it was free, so it didn't matter. And if I wanted to
Yeah.
buy something from the store, I knew what I was getting. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna drop $20 for this skin.
All right.
That's my money. I want to do it. Why not? But we all know what happened with that. Don't even talk about
This
it.
is- This leads me into what I'm gonna call the Overwatch problem. It's not specifically at Overwatch, but so in Overwatch, all the
Yeah.
characters you have,
Mhm.
right? You can use any of them.
Which
You don't
is
gotta
nice,
pay
yeah.
for them. Which it's nice, but in a game like that where you have all the characters, looking like the cosmetic is the most
No,
important
that's very
part.
true. Oh,
To me,
yeah.
anyways. So how do you feel about games that you can play everyone, but if you want a skin that makes the character look good or maybe even decent if it sucks, like the Wraith skin? Wraith in Apex looks
Oh, yeah.
terrible without one of her legendary skins. So how did my problem, I guess, would say with a lot of these services is that you can buy an outright costume, but it's going to be like $25 or $30. And if you don't want to do that, you have to play with an RNG roll
The
system.
pricing is really bad.
Which I hate.
The pricing is super
I
bad.
hate, yes. The pricing, it's so terrible. And I would rather have higher prices, but get rid of the rolls. I hate the rolls.
I mean, and
They're
there are
so
some games
terrible.
out there that don't have an RNG system. I'm not a lot, but there are a few that are like, okay, you can do this skin, just pay for it.
It's very, very, very few and far
But-
in between.
I don't know, man. Unless I really like the
A
game,
lot of them are like
yeah,
mixing
paying
it
for
now.
the skin, I really don't like paying more than like $10 for a skin. $10 seems
Yeah.
decently fair, depending on the look. Like if it changes the character so much look wise, to where like, oh, this is awesome, people will, like think I look great, or like, you think it looks great, then yeah,
Yeah.
sure, spend the money. But $20 is just a shit show.
You don't play Clancy's a lot, but I'll talk about the Clancy's Alpha Pack system because that is purely
Cosmetic.
You know,
Well, it's also Overwatch,
cosmetic.
yeah.
You don't get it. You don't get anything out of it. But the issue with that is, so in Clancy's, like I think it's 3%. You have a 3% chance
Yeah.
to get a legendary, but there's no dupe
Yeah.
protection. So you could get the same legendary 300 times
Which
in a
is
row,
another scummy thing.
and you're, they're not
Do they
going to
give you
change it
credits
either.
for it, or is it
So
just
how-
you?
No, I think you might get some renown for it, but I don't need renown. I buy the battle pass. I have
Yeah,
nothing to
that's-
spend
that's a good
renown
point.
on. I had like 150,000 at one point. I just bought almost every skin in the game. I didn't care.
Very true.
But then they put in outfits and helmets and stuff, and yeah. But how do you feel about, I would say, just like, okay, like, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, dupe protection. Necessary?
It's very
I think
necessary,
so.
but you have to do it in the right way. Like, do it to where a set is considered a quote-unquote box, to where there's just one of each, or maybe two, it depends on like what the rarity is and what it is in general. But, like, one of each thing in that box, to where you can end up getting everything at one point if you roll on it enough.
Yeah. So where would you, like, I guess my question would be, what is considered, like, anything duplicate? Like, even a common you get? Like, what should you get if you get a duplicate? In-game currency, another roll? Like, what do you think is a fair
That's hard
fair
to
thing
say.
to give?
I would say it's really dependent on the game. Because, like, I didn't mind the way that Black
Okay.
Ops 4 did it, to where, like, you get... I mean, getting 3 was kind of shitty. But, you get 3, and then, you can roll again.
Yeah.
And they change it to where, like, you get 6 of the cases, and you can just do a guaranteed duplicate protected roll that way. But, I don't know. It depends on the game, really.
I would say I would say it not really depended on the game, but depended on the
Yeah,
loot.
that's a good point.
So
Yeah.
say you get a common duplicate, you should just get in-game
Yeah.
currency. But if you get, I would say, legendary and one step below. So gold and purple is what
Yeah.
most games do. Get a
Yeah.
reroll. 100% a reroll.
That's why...
I don't know what you do for, like, a rare, I guess, which is be a blue.
Yeah, that would be a little
but
weird. Well, it'd be like... in
maybe just
between.
more
I
of
mean,
the
I guess
currency?
you just get more of the currency. But yeah,
Yeah, because I'm not sure how you would even
I
do
think-
that.
as shitty as Black Ops 3 system was, they did that part okay. Because you just got more keys.
Oh, but
to, like,
dude...
I mean, they probably should have gave you more keys, but they gave you got more keys for higher tiered items you got a duplicate of.
Don't talk to me about Black Ops 3. I would have liked that game, but I couldn't use 60%
Oh no,
of the
yeah,
weapons.
the
so.
system was definitely terrible.
It was, I just don't also, another thing. Do you think, on average, is like the in-game currency you can obtain just by playing the game too low, too high, or where it needs to be to purchase, like, the in-game stuff? If it's possible in the game.
I don't know. It really just depends on how much you need to do like a certain thing. Like to say, you need 10 keys. Well, how much do they give you for free?
Okay.
How fast can you earn it? Is it a reasonable amount of time?
That's what I mean, like, how... That's my question, like, do you think that you earn them quick enough to justify companies saying, oh, you can just get it in-game? I don't think so.
No, in most games you don't, but that's when they expect people that are free to play to put more time into the game. So they're like, oh, you have a lot of time,
Yeah.
don't you? You can just do it with this.
I told you I have a hate for
and you don't
free-to-play
have to worry
games.
about paying.
I'd rather just
And
pay
yeah,
money.
that's where
I'd
they
rather
get
just
you.
pay money.
You're like, oh, it's gonna take too long, so I'm gonna pay for it. They kind of force you into
Yeah.
paying while thinking it's your choice.
The only operator I have in Apex that they added new is Watson. I haven't bought the rest because I just used the in-game currency
Yeah.
to buy her.
I bought Octane because I was
But
like,
I
oh,
only
he's
have one.
cool. Did you buy any of the first two? Oh,
No, I don't have. I don't have Mirage
Caustic?
or Caustic.
wow.
No, I don't have them.
I didn't.
And it's a shame because I'm
Well,
sure I'll
but
look like
I also,
Caustic in like
I feel like
20
that's another
years.
thing they expect you to do in those games is they don't expect you to spend on everything. They expect you
Oh.
think you're gonna. I guess actually they don't expect you to, but the way you should do it is that you save up for when you think is the best time to spend it.
But that's
No,
not
it's
how
not.
people are.
It's hard to be that way.
No, because you see something new, you're like, cool, I want that. It's new, and then
It's
You
new
know,
and maybe it's
you
OP
might
at
not
the
like it.
time. But maybe there's something cooler that comes out and you're like, oh, I want that now, but you can't get it unless you
Yeah.
buy it.
yeah, the skin prices in that game need to get readjusted. But it's EA,
There's a lot
so
of
I should
prices in
probably
that
just take
game that
what I
need to
can
be
get.
adjusted.
Eh.
Well, actually, I don't think the Battle Pass price is that bad, though.
No, but earning points
Yeah,
towards the
that's what's
battle
just
pass
really
is
shitty.
terrible. And it might not even be the things you have to do, but like say you have to land at, I don't even know the new map locations. Say train station is one. It makes you land there like 5 times.
Well, not even that.
That's a minimum 5 games
the ones
for
that
one
suck
challenge.
Even more than that are the ones that expect you to get damage done in those places, because you can land there and theoretically no one shows up, and then that's just a wasted game.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind a challenge-based system, and they also have it to where like experience you gain goes towards it, but you got to make the challenges worth it, really.
I don't know, I feel like that I've never reached full on that battle pass.
No, because they also...
Not even half, actually. I didn't reach half.
Tiers,
I haven't reached half.
Just a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, but, I mean, in Black Ops, I finished I finished almost all of them. I didn't finish the first one.
Which is weird, because it's mostly...
I finished everything else.
It's a time-based system. But it's also... Well, you also do get a free tier skip if you do something every day. You can get 2, technically, if you play zombies.
Yeah, but... I mean, 2... Come on. We mostly just got the one. We just got the one for a kill and blackout. So, okay, 1 a day.
1 a day, but they give you enough time to where you can complete it. And
I only have, like, what is it? Last time I checked, I had 22 hours in that game, which is
mine's
ridiculous.
really high, but that's only because I sit at the idle screen for a while.
You have, like, 6... You have, like, 6 days.
Yeah, most of that's idle time.
It's crazy.
Well, there was days where I'd be, like, sitting there and I'd be playing, and then I'd just go on a game on my phone and be like, oh yeah, I still have Black Ops 4 open, and just forget about it. But a lot of it, I guess, was actual playtime, too.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can move on to the next thing, which is, I guess it's more of a thing for you than for me, because I don't play a lot of them, but do you think there are really too many looter shooters out there now?
Oh, we're moving on? You are cutting out terrible. I know it'll be fine in the audio, but... I just couldn't hear anything
I said let's move on to the next topic, which is, do you think there are too many looter shooters?
Oh, yes, I do. Right. I do. Okay, I do. So, Destiny 2, prime looter schluter that I like to play, and I enjoy it. I really do. It's a grind, and it makes me mad sometimes. Sure. But, you know, we deal with it. Borderlands 3 is out right now. Yep. That's a looter schluter, one of the original fucking looter schlooters. I'm not gonna count fucking whatever that other game is. I can't even remember it, but it's literally terrible. It doesn't even work anymore. What was it? Ben liked it. I can't remember its name.
What
is the name of that game? Yeah, Anthem. Anthem is a looter schluter, but it doesn't count. Fallout 76, if that's still a thing.
A looter shooter, yeah.
Well, it is. No, it is, but I don't think it exists. Or maybe it does.
It apparently has a fan base, community. But I think that's just for show, because I think there's like 5 people playing it still.
So, I've played almost all of them except Anthem, because I played the game from the start, knew I wouldn't like it at all, hated every second of it. So, as someone from the outside, Brett, I want to ask you, what do you think is the reason there's so many?
I think it's just the success of one. It's like any other gaming genre that pops up. The success of one leads to people thinking they can make money off another.
Yeah. I forgot. Final Fantasy 13 is technically a looter, right?
Final Fantasy 13?
Is there loot in that?
I thought that
I've never played that one.
Or is it?
Isn't there... There's gear, though. I think
so. I don't know. I've never played that. I mean, I don't play a lot of Final Fantasy anyways.
I haven't played it either, but I just remembered that that's a thing. Oh! I forgot one of my... it's not really a schluter, but Monster Hunter. I can't. Yeah, Monster Hunter.
It's not a shooter,
but it is a looter. Yeah. No, it's a looter. You need that game is the epitome of loot. You gotta grind those dinosaur monsters.
I think the problem is people think they have more time in their lives than they do. Because the point of those games is to waste your time. You spend so much time, trying to find the next thing of loot, and the next thing of loot. And you just waste all your time before you know it, 5 hours is gone, and you basically have gotten nowhere. So when there's multiple out there, most normal people don't want to play all of them. There are a lot of people that like Destiny, there are a lot of people that like Borderlands, so you just focus on one. But if you are someone like you, who, wants to play all of them, you just don't have the time in the day. Not to mention the other games that come out that you want to play.
This might be why I get 4 hours of sleep a night.
You know, you should probably check your doctor about that, you know?
Yeah. I have a reason for why there's so many of these looters. And it's a very... So I am a person, I like to see that number go up. It's a good feeling to see that number go up. But the damage number, if that damage number wasn't in these games, wouldn't play them probably. Or I might, but not as much. But having it, let's say you get... Okay, so you have a shitty linear fusion rifle in Destiny. It's doing okay. It might be a one shot to the head, maybe. Sometimes a two. But you get one of those fucking epics. Oh my god, it's a one shot to the head. I'm fucking people up. It just makes you feel good.
At that point, is it really the damage number or just the satisfaction of killing someone in one shot?
No, I like see big number go up.
The big number.
No, in Borderlands, I love to see that I just did 2.3k. Like I love to see that. It's like that was one shot. I'm sure I can do more. And it's just a constant just big number go up. Same thing with Monster Hunter. I love to see big number go up.
Well, like I said, this is just like any other gaming genre. There's too many because people think they can profit off of it. It was the same back in the day with MMOs. It's also the same thing right now with Battle Royales. It was the same thing with first-person shooters, too. It's just people think, you know what, there's a lot of people out there. I want them to spend money on my game. Well, it's the same thing as this other one. Why won't they?
See, I think this plays into another thing about, like, RNG systems. Like, Destiny 2, not really, because you can't buy, like, you can't technically buy any drops without, you know, it's like in-game stuff. You have to use in-game earned currency. But, and I think this plays into another thing, basically, people spending a lot of money because they are stretched too thin on, like, 17 different grind games. So, you know, you think, well, throwing some money, might get better loot. You never know.
Yeah.
The FIFA, we forgot FIFA. That's a looter, not a shooter, but that's a card collector game.
Yeah, it's a card collector game. I'll give you that.
Oh, you are hoping for good loot out of those packs.
Well, yeah, you are, but I don't see that in the same way as I would, you know, categorize a game like Destiny or Borderlands.
Why not? I don't even mean just from the shooting part.
I'm not putting the shooter part in there. It's just an over-the-top card game, is how I would put it.
Okay. But I would argue that card games in general are like looters. Unless you can buy the card outright.
Most games you can just buy the card outright.
See, I will compare Destiny to FIFA right now. FIFA? Actually, I'll do Destiny first. Destiny, you go talk to Zavala. He heads the strikes, you know. You get your challenges for the day. You complete them, you come back, you get tokens. You can turn those tokens in for rewards. Okay. FIFA, you have weekly objectives. You have those milestones now, which is basically just the same thing as Destiny, let's be honest.
Sure.
There's milestones you can complete. You get packs from a lot of that stuff.
Yeah,
a lot of them. Some of them you get, well, for like the weekly stuff, you get like players or SBCs, you know. Certain ones give you players, certain ones give you just decent packs. So in theory, to me, they're both the same. It's the same thing. I just don't like grinding FIFA. It makes me want to rip my hair
I'm
out.
definitely with you there.
No, I'll play Destiny for 12 hours straight if you let me, but I could not do that with FIFA. I have legitimately contemplated suicide.
Yeah, FIFA's really an acquired game, and I think I've finally grown out of it. I just, you know, when the gameplay sucks, you have to rely on pack luck. It's just not good. I
also can't stand the dynamic difficulty.
Oh, well, yeah,
that should be illegal.
Fucking ridiculous.
This FIFA has been... Chris has showed me so many clips, and I've just been like, this shouldn't be happening in a game.
They...
Shouldn't be happening.
When you're releasing a game like this, it's like, you know, there are a lot of games today that people release incomplete. FIFA is a game that should not release in a state like this. And then them also saying, oh, we're not going to fix it, though. We think it's where we want it.
Okay. Little branch off question, but do you think it's a EA problem in general?
Yeah.
Because let me break it down for you. Mass Effects, very unfinished.
Definitely.
2 was very good. 3
Mm-hmm.
unfinished. I didn't really play 1 too much. I wasn't, conscious
Yeah.
when that game came out, basically. Mass Effect Andromeda, holy
good old
fuck.
clusterfuck.
Jesus, that game was... here's how bad, that game is literally, it's a romance alien simulator with some shooting, I'm gonna be honest with you. So, you can choose whatever way to be, if you're a male character, you can fuck whoever you want, same with a female. One of the patch notes was, for that game, spark notes of it, added one more male fuck interest.
What a great patch.
So this is what I, like, is it just an EA problem?
Yeah, I think
just
they
finish
just
unreleased
crunch.
stuff?
They set timelines that they can't meet, and then they think because at the start it was kind of accepted, so they said, you know what we can do is we can crunch our employees to death, so why not do it? And it's just, yeah.
But most crunch, like a Rockstar, for example, Rockstar crunch fucking usually leads to big stuff. Now the online for Rockstar games usually sucks.
Yeah.
GTA. I don't even think Red Dead's is still even playable. I've tried to play it with Ben.
I'm pretty sure people
doesn't
try to
work.
claim it is, but that's just, people trying to.
I saw they added more stuff to it, but that's the single player in Rockstar games is
very
always,
good.
To me anyways, very polished, very nice. I mean, dude, the horse's fucking balls shrank if it got cold. Come on. They gave you reflections and mirrors. Not a lot of games do that. That's a lot of work.
Think about that. Not a lot of games do that. Something that should be very simple.
No, no games show you your reflection. Very few that do.
It's just another thing that's programmed, and most people are like, "Oh, we don't have time for that."
I think it's just one of those little things that no one really thinks about.
That's also a good point.
Just a little thing.
Yeah, unfinished games are a problem, but we're also the ones feeding into it by buying them, so it's a shit show all around.
It is, but it's a little disingenuous. I'm not buying a game because I know it's unfinished. I'm buying it because
they
I
promise
want
you
to.
certain things that you see in trailers and in media that you expect are going to be in there.
Yeah.
And most of the time they are, but they leave out something you never thought you really needed until it comes around and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
they left that out? It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. So, I have another branch-off question
Sure.
for you. It seems nowadays a lot of games are grindy, just by nature and by design. Why do you think that is?
It's so hard to say. I think they've seen that people are willing to put time into games. So, they expect, it also gives them the time to also, like I said, make new games. So they want to make a game long and grindy to where, someone's going to take the time and then, once you announce something new, they're ready for it. Or they think maybe I got to grind harder so I can be ready for this new game, so I finish this one first.
I have a bit of a more cynical answer for that. Just a little one.
Okay.
I think they do it to add a layer of, I'm going to call it false substance to a game. To make you think there's more in the game than there really
Padding
is.
in a way.
Prime example?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a 2K fiend. I can't tell you how many hours of my life I've wasted playing 2K just trying to get my character good. And I think if there wasn't that level of grind in it, it would feel empty.
Oh, it would definitely be empty.
It would be
because
terrible.
if you could get to the best right away, what's the point of playing the game after that? The point of these games is progression.
I mean,
it's cool to just
I guess
be
the
shitting on
substance is
kids
progression.
when you're at the top, but it's progression. Once you get there, you can only play so much before you're like, all right, well now I'm bored of this.
Do you think that was the idea behind like Dragon Ball Fighter or not Fighter? What is Dragon Ball Xenoverse?
I mean, that was the idea behind it, and I enjoyed both of them. It's just that they don't know how to make online correctly.
Oh! My brother
they're
loved
good
them.
games.
He grinded.
They can be fun to grind. The problem is a lot of people are more pissed off at how broken and shitty their online services were.
Well,
Which is a Bandai game. If you expect Bandai games to have good online services, you're fucking stupid.
yeah, online services are weird that some companies haven't figured them out
Like
yet.
Nintendo.
Like Nintendo.
Yeah,
they never will. They never will.
I don't think they want to either.
I don't know why. I just think they're either so far behind or so like forward, they don't see what's going on right now. I can't tell which one it is.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Because a lot of their stuff, their hardware and stuff is always, ahead of its time. So why can't your, behind the scenes, your stuff that matters, like online services, actually be with the times?
Yeah. I have another complaint about online.
Sure.
The game. So this is mostly a Destiny complaint. Destiny 2. You have to do, there's strikes and then there's the Nightfall strike. Nightfall is just a beefed up version of a strike, more
So it's like a hard
like
mode.
more multipliers against. Yes, it's hard, it's timed.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. There isn't matchmaking for Nightfalls.
That makes no sense at all.
There isn't matchmaking. There's matchmaking for strikes, but not for Nightfalls. And I don't remember if there's matchmaking for the raid or if you have to be a certain level to unlock it. I can't remember. There might be.
The only answer I would have to that is they want you to go into those coordinating with someone or with multiple people. But even then, I feel like most people that would play as something like that would want to coordinate, even if it's someone random.
I mean, for a Nightfall, I just want to get it out. I don't. Sometimes there isn't Tom or Ben on. If it give me matchmaking, I do it because you can get through it. It's not a raid. Like, it tells you what you have to do. There's not anything cryptic.
It's just the difficulties.
So this brings another thing. How do you feel about people adapting this and starting like LFG services, like online, like Destiny 2 looking for group, Tom Clancy's looking for group?
I mean, it's a good idea. You got to work with what you have, right?
Yeah.
So that's like the website for finding friends in Pokemon Go. You're not going to find a friend unless you see them
100%.
yourselves. So you go to a website.
Oh, I love that we had to do that. I have so many
right?
friends who live in different
Like,
countries now.
You may live far from me, but I guess you're still my friend, right?
Yeah, this dude in fucking Austria is killing it. He's got a shiny Gyarados
My
Milotic.
dad just showed me he got a shiny today. I was like, oh, that's cool, Yeah.
That guy's killing it. He is out every morning.
Oh, yeah. A real fiend among men.
Oh, well, you gotta be a fiend in games nowadays. You can't get anywhere.
No, that's very
without
true.
it.
Well, I think we can move on to another topic here. First anime experience.
First anime experience.
Let's start with you. Where was your
yeah.
first anime experience?
My first one? Alright, this is gonna be very specific. And, I don't know, some people might have had this as well. I am I'm gonna say 5?
Sure.
5 years old. 5 years old. I fell asleep on the couch, okay? No one carried me off to my room like a little prince. No, they just fucking left me there. Didn't even put a blanket on me. I am sleeping. It's about 1:30 in the morning. I wake up in a fucking sweat because I hear something. It's Bleach, and the dude's screaming. He's going for his like finishing sword attack, screaming about something that he is strong enough. I don't
thing
remember.
that happened in Bleach, yes.
Yeah, a natural thing. He's screaming, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I guess I'm up now. So I watch it, and he's fighting this one dude. I don't remember what happens because I just went back to bed after about 2 minutes. But yeah, that was my first official one. But for an anime experience I was conscious for, are we counting Dragon Ball?
It
Dragon
definitely
Ball
counts.
Z? Yeah, okay. So Dragon Ball Z, the dub, because I didn't know there was such things as
you're too
subs
young
at
to
this time in
look
my
that shit
life.
up, yeah.
No, yeah, I didn't know at the time. And so I watched, what was the first? The first episode was it's Vegeta when he screams, it's over 9,000. And I remember, yeah, because I didn't watch, that was, what episode is that in the...
Oh, God.
I don't remember.
I don't know episode numbers, but that's...
I don't know either.
I mean, it's
pretty
very
early.
Well, I mean, that's right, it's basically the middle of the Saiyan saga, Saiyan arc,
Yeah. Yeah. So that was my first, one that I watched. And then I was also around for the, official air of the Naruto dub.
Yes.
Young
days.
I watched every episode until, obviously the time skip happened.
You sat
but
through
by that time I had
shit
figured out
filler?
subs.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
I went through, because I didn't know what filler was. I didn't know what it was.
I just feel bad for you.
I was too young. Yeah, I do too. But Isn't it funny looking back if you go on like any website to like watch a Naruto, like
They'll tell you
or
what's
something,
filler.
and all filler, 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 filler.
Yeah.
I remember comparing like my experience of watching the Naruto Neji fight, the dub, and then the sub, and I was like, why did I ever do this
Put
to myself?
through this horror show.
Yeah, I do remember though. If I have the chance, I will watch the dub version of the third Hokage versus Orochimaru over the sub, because the dub is better in my opinion.
Yeah, that part's actually not bad.
No, it's not bad. Not canon apparently,
Huh?
but not bad.
Yeah.
According to those websites. But yeah, and then I watched every Pokemon movie.
Of course.
Especially what is the is it Pokemon? What the hell? The movie? Okay, I'll describe it. So it's with all the legendary birds fighting, and then Lugia comes
Isn't that
out.
Pokemon movie 2000. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. And the only reason I remember it is because when they're telling the future, and the girl's like, "And the world will turn to ash," and I was like, "Oh, that's some foreshadowing right there."
Everyone just turns and looks at
And then
Ash.
the world turned to ash. So that was, yeah, those are all mine. And the Celebi movie. You remember the Celebi one?
I hardly
where
remember.
He goes
but
back
I do.
in time.
I know. Do you know what you're talking about? Yeah.
Oh
No,
yeah.
the only one I watched
Dude, I
so
remember
much
it
as a
'cause-
kid was the original Pokemon movie.
I remember the Celebi one because it's got young Professor Oak smashing on some bread. You loved that bread.
God,
Whatever it was. It was
I have
wrapped
not
up in
seen
a
that one in
leaf.
so long.
Yeah. So what was yours, Brad? Take me into it. Take me away,
yeah,
sweet
like as
prince.
a kid, my first experience was with Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. I watched a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh.
I forgot
I
about
watched Yu-Gi-Oh all the way through GX when I was a kid. So
What was the Yu-Gi-Oh with the different schools?
that was GX.
With colors?
Yeah.
Was it GX? Oh my god. The weird episode where that kid's trying to get the girl and they trick him. You remember that one?
I don't remember what episode that is.
No?
Oh wait, no, I do. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, but then honestly, I didn't get super into anime for a while. Like when I was in like 7th or 8th grade, I finally sat down and watched all of Dragon Ball Z. But even then, I don't think it was until I was a little bit older and I was scrolling through Netflix and I was like, oh, I've heard of Naruto, and I'd seen stuff as a kid, but I just didn't sit down and watch it. And then I finally sat down and watched it, and I was like, oh, I like this. And then I got really into it to where I am now, which is too deep, I would say, but
Too deep.
I guess there's no
such
such thing
Brad.
as too deep.
No, it gets too deep when you start hearing Oni-chan too much.
Yeah, then you
That's
gotta
when
back
you've gone
out.
too deep. Yeah, you've crossed into a different plane of existence. You are no longer with mortal men.
You're with strange men that you don't want to be around.
Well, some say they're immortal.
I don't know about immortal, but very close.
Are
They're
you
very
kidding
close.
me? As long as I have my body pillow, no one can defeat me.
But going back to Pokemon for a second, and I don't know if you agree with me on this.
Oh yeah.
I hate people that think Charizard is just the best Pokemon ever invented. It boils my skin.
So, I know it makes you mad, but I have
Sure.
a question. Do you mean that their favorite Pokemon is Charizard, or that he is objectively the
I
best
don't mind
Pokemon?
if it's your favorite. No, it's that he is objectively the best and like the coolest Pokemon
Okay.
ever made.
Nah, listen, man. I played Pokemon Showdown. On entry, Charizard gets half his health taken away with the Stealth Rocks.
No, yeah, I know
Obviously
what
not
you're
the
saying. I know
best.
he's not the best. What I'm trying to say is it's mainly the card collecting community, I would say. They put Charizard on a pedestal. And then
Because all those
but,
cards,
but that's
man,
the thing
they're
then.
cool.
Pokemon Company's like, alright, we're gonna, we're gonna make the most money off of sets with Charizards in it. That's why he's in so many sets. And he's, yeah.
So do you fault the Pokemon, whatever card makers
No,
for
I
making
don't
more
fault
Charizard
them because
cards?
they know they're gonna make money off of
Cards.
it. I fault the assholes that, buy all the sets and then put these cards up for thousands of dollars.
I think you're upset with that, but what I hate about Charizard, and I don't hate the Pokemon, I hate that this motherfucker's in every game
No,
recently.
yeah, that's the other point. Is now he's also marketing.
Like the original 3 starters, I get it. They're the OG 3, the big 3. I don't want them in every fucking game.
No, I don't. I don't
It
want
takes
to
up.
use them.
It's gonna end up taking up 9 slots in the Pokédex. because first evolution, second, last for 3 Pokemon. That's just taking it away. It's just filler.
And,
like, I get it. People like Charizard competitively sometimes for the X or Y version of them. And same thing for, Blastoise and Venus. No, Blastoise doesn't have one.
No, only Charizard had 2, which shows you there. Yeah. They gave him 2.
Yeah. They gave Mewtwo
exactly.
too,
though. Mewtwo's another story. I like Mewtwo, but I also don't think he's the best legendary ever made.
No.
He's not my favorite. My favorite's definitely Giratina.
Who is your favorite?
Yeah, I love
Giratina. The weird. I don't even. It looks like a slug. What is it supposed to be?
You see, I don't know. It's just when I played Platinum as a kid, I just thought Giratina was so cool, and he's an awesome Pokemon.
Do you know? I don't know if it's a legendary or like a mythical, whatever the Pokemon community considers these stupid fucking things. But my favorite is Darkrai, and not for the reason you think. Do you remember the Darkrai Pokemon movie?
No, I think I was kind of zoning out of the anime and stuff at that time.
Okay, well, let me just... So, it's basically all about Darkrai. And the only reason I like it is because this motherfucker is, like... I've never seen Darkrai's legs. Did you know he has legs?
I feel like I did know that.
He has legs that... They can just extend down to however tall he wants to be. And it looks so fucking stupid.
The Alpha Chad move. If he's shorter than he can just make himself
Here's a question. What is Darkrai's type?
Isn't it just dark? No, it's not
dark. It's
his
type.
Is it just dark?
Yeah. No, it's dark. Yeah, pure dark.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
A lot of people think it's like Ghost. He's a ghost type.
Yeah, if you look at his name, you should know. But back to the Charizard thing, I don't even think that the Gen 1 starters are the best. I just don't.
I think a lot of people's first entry was Charizard.
And I don't fault them for that. But you have to learn to like new things. You can't just automatically go back to Gen 1.
Those Gen 1ers,
Nothing can be better.
There's something that they're... Gen 1 sucked. You weren't old enough to... Or maybe you were, but... Competitive Gen 1 Pokemon was the dumbest thing ever. Do you want me to explain it to you, or do you know what it was?
Competitive Gen 1? It was like Alakazam and Dragonite beat everything, wasn't it?
It was not Oh, lag.
It wasn't Dragonite?
It was not Dragonite. No. There's really 2 Pokemon that stand out to me that I remember. One of them is Mewtwo. Calm Mind Mewtwo, or is it Calm Mind? I forget what set. He had one set, and you just couldn't kill him because Psychic had
there was
nothing super effective against, and Ghost didn't affect Psychic at all. Bug was effective, but let's be honest, if you ran fucking Beedrill Gen 1 against a Mewtwo, that's just a loss. And my favorite Pokemon to rule Gen 1, Curse Charizard.
Oh God.
Oh, do you know what
you
know what Curse does for Pokemon that aren't Ghosts?
Lowers their speed, and then beefs everything.
Beefs everything. Beefs their attack. So you get fucking Charizard, and Hyper Beam at this point wasn't a special move. It's physical.
Well, everything, because there was no special at the time.
So, no, there was not a special. So everything you just beef those boys with Hyper Beam. And if you don't use Hyper Beam, you could use literally anything else. I think he could learn almost every move. Yeah, so it was Gen 1, terrible time. What is your favorite Gen though, Brad?
Probably, like I said, Gen 4. I don't know, I had the most fun, even though they didn't add a lot of Pokemon in Gen 4. I just enjoyed the games. I don't know why.
Okay. That's fair.
Like, I don't mind X and Y. X and Y were, decent games, in my opinion.
I liked rollerblading around. That was pretty cool.
And then, I have a good feeling about these next 2, though.
Oh. Pokemon Sword Shield.
People are, all upset about certain things that, it's whatever. But I feel like...
I'll be mad.
You can go.
Oh. I said, I already know Charizard's in the game, so I'm a little tilted, because stop giving this motherfucker a spot. Give some other love.
Why not Typhlosion?
I don't even care if it's another Gen. I don't even care if it's another Gen 1 Pokemon. Just something else.
I do think one of the best things they've done in recent years is, Alolan and Galarian forms.
You think that's the best thing they've done for Pokemon as a game?
It's kind of like just giving these Pokemon that are basically useless now, giving them new purpose. And now it's nice to know that they're doing it for Pokemon that aren't just in Gen 1. I mean, yeah. Like Zigzagoon. Why give Zigzagoon, make him a beast?
See, because it's for the new, not Team Rocket, but Team Rocket of the game.
But then why not just make a new dark type Pokemon for them,
Because I think people remember Zigzagoon and they're like, what if we made him emo and cool?
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
But then they hit a fucking Grand Slam to win the walk-off Grand Slam with Farfetch'd, the new one,
I think
the new
he looks
version.
cool. I don't know how good he'll actually be, but I think he looks cool.
Oh, that's not the point. The point is they knocked it out of the park.
Farfetch was useless. It needed an evolution really bad.
Is that its evolution, or is it still a single evolution Pokemon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. You honestly could have told me that.
It's just they did bad marketing for it, but if you go to the website and read its description, it was Farfetch'd that have survived many battles evolve into Surfetch'd after a while.
Oh, I take it that's the first Surfetch'd then, because these Farfetch'd sucks.
I also heard there's some interesting rumors going on about the new Ponyta they just revealed. They haven't announced anything about it yet.
Yeah, you showed me. It looked fair.
Well, it's probably going to be Pure Fairy, which would be, not bad. But did you notice? I don't know if you saw, but one had a tail and one didn't. Well,
no, I didn't notice
that was the thing. So
I was pretty drunk at the time, Brad.
It could be a gender thing, but people think it might be a split evolution, which would also be pretty cool. But
I told you the moment they give Combee. Give my boy Combee one.
A male evolution, finally.
A male alone Combee. You don't gotta give the female. You don't gotta give female Combee one.
The male
give the male one.
evolution is useless.
No, I would love a physical, or maybe not, because it could maybe make it like a protector bee or something. I don't know. I don't know how bees work, but make it a soldier bee. I mean, Beedrill's already a thing, but that's not the point.
I guess you can make it a wasp.
Not the point at all.
There's also Weedle. Not Weedle, but
yeah.
What's the last one?
I don't remember.
No, that is Beedrill.
Don't remember at all.
I was thinking of Butterfree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more.
No, Butterfree is the fucking.
No. Yeah, I'm just stupid. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Do you remember Cascoon and the
Silcoon?
other thing? Yes, Cascoon and Silcoon.
Yeah.
You didn't know what Pokemon you were gonna get? You never know. It's because it flops.
I thought it...
Oh, you don't... No, their gender could change when they evolve.
I never paid attention to that as a kid.
Yeah.
That sucks.
So if the whole time you thought you were gonna get a fucking...
Beautifly?
It's not Dustox is Beautifly, but it turns out to be a Dustox.
Yeah, I mean Dustox is pretty cool though.
What do you think about I'm gonna call them throwaway Pokemon because to me they are, but we'll call it ones like that, like Beautifly, Dustox or
Dustox.
I think it's Dustox. What were those lightning bug things?
Oh,
they're electric.
Oh, Illumise.
The most throwaway thing ever.
I can't remember the other one.
Yeah.
Starts with an A, I think.
Yeah, those. Or Plusle and Minor.
Yeah, well, any Pikachu clone, basically.
Well, not even Pikachu clone. I just mean they're throwaways. They can't do anything.
Sunkern? Sunflora?
Well, Sunkern's a meme at this point.
So bad.
I was gonna buy a giant metal poster with Sunkern, but it's it's Ricardo's body, but a Sunkern head.
Now that would be incredible.
And I was like, if we had an office, Brad, that'd be.
I would enjoy it. I would come in and give it two slaps and then get on my way.
Yeah. What Pokemon I don't understand why they made is the fucking the beefcake mosquito.
Beefcake mosquito?
You know the one I'm talking about?
Which gen is it from?
isn't it Gen whatever in the new one? Alola? That
Talking
one?
about Vikavolt?
No, is that what it? No, the buff mosquito thing.
I don't know what you're going on about.
Hold on. Hold on.
Played those games recently. Is it a bug type?
Good. Yeah.
There's Rabombi, but that's not the same thing. No. Buff mosquito.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna send you a picture. Oh, here he is. His name is hilarious too. Hold on, I'm sending it to you in the Discord.
I'm trying to think. I recently played. Oh, you're Buzzwole. Okay.
Buzzwole.
I wasn't thinking of Ultra Beasts. I was thinking of actual just Pokemon.
Yeah. No, that thing is hilarious. It looks like Jiren if he was a mosquito.
Yeah, Jiren mosquito. Probably has the same shitty
dude,
backstory.
That thing is a beefcake. He's got arms the size of cannons.
Very true. Very true.
He looks so fucking stupid. All the Ultra Beasts look stupid in my opinion.
Yeah, you'll see it. I mean, I don't think it makes it look any cooler. I think the red was good enough.
Buzzwole shiny.
It's just fucking green.
It's still got orange around
it,
though.
So
it looks
dumb.
stupid. It looks like a fucking shitty, like, it looks, okay, say there was a coloring book and it had this in it and I could color whatever colors I wanted, those are what I would have picked. It looks like a Halloween decoration.
Yeah, it does.
Actually, it looks like Piccolo.
Yeah? It does actually.
What a goofy motherfucker. See, like, Pokemon like that are what make me laugh. Like Buzzwole.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no.
So, I'll describe it after I send it to not ruin it for you, but for anyone that cares. So.
Oh my god.
It's Larry the Lobster from SpongeBob, but he's over the Buzzwole body. And you can look it up because I can't describe this Pokemon, but he looks hilarious.
It fits so well.
Just look up Buzzwole, Larry the Lobster.
You'll get a treat.
It's the shiny too, which is funny. I wish he looked like that. Actually, I wish it was just a lobster. Actually, no, dude. The hands make it better. Yeah. How he's flexing. It needs to be flexing. What a real Chad. Yeah, that's if the Rock was a Pokemon, I think we found him.
It.
Yeah, instead of a third a ton of cod, this thing just gets that much blood. A third a ton of blood a year. So, do you think, like, say, like a female mosquito just, like, was on the Rock 24/7, just kept getting his blood, would it become ripped from all the nutrients?
It would explode after a certain amount of time.
Well, not 24/7, but like it goes, gets the blood, comes back, gets the blood, comes back.
I don't think it's in his that mosquito's DNA to get ripped.
But what if he saw a ripped mosquito?
I would run.
Jacked?
I would turn and run. Try and find a fucking flamethrower or something to burn that bitch down.
Say you walk into work, right, and you go out the back door. And you open it, and you see this thing is just, like, sitting, like, there. Do you just shut the door and run? Or what do you do? Alright, better quit. Say it's, like, you're walking into work, and it's between you and the door. God. Do you just turn around and say, I'm not coming in?
Call our boss and say, yeah, I'm going home. You can fire me if you want, but I'm not coming into work today.
There's a giant Manquito that's literally...
muscular Chad mosquito in front of the door. Can't get through.
Yeah. It's just punching the glass.
I didn't bring my bug spray today.
You'd literally look like Ripley trying to fight the alien.
Yeah, I don't even think a flamethrower would bring
You would need a flamethrower. Oh, I think a flamethrower would kill this fucking thing.
You gotta light it correctly.
100%. Oh no, dude. You can burn anything if you try hard enough.
Yeah. I feel like that's definitely a true statement.
Yeah, a group of people found this out.
Fair enough.
Well, thank goodness we're not monetized.
Thank God.
Couldn't say that joke. Yep, would not be able to say
All
that
right.
one.
Well, we're gonna have to push one of these topics to next week, so we'll just move into our last little topic here.
Oh yeah, we've been talking for a
Pokemon
while.
kind of got us going, which makes sense. But isn't it strange how we just kind of guessed what dinosaurs look like? There's no way people know.
I did not know which one you were going to say.
We definitely don't have time for the other one. That would take too long.
No, not at all. But yeah, continue.
Just like, you find the bones, sure. But how the hell do you know what that dinosaur actually looked like?
Yeah. I'll pose a question to you. Say you found a human skeleton, and you're like, you didn't know what a human was. Like, we're aliens. And you find a human skeleton, you're like, what is this thing gonna look like?
It will definitely not look like what I look like, I guarantee you that.
Well, how you wouldn't, like, say we're all extinct and aliens find us, you wouldn't know what color of skin, what the hair looked like. You could identify there was hair. Maybe.
Well, they would probably try to base it off of what they look like.
You think? Kind of like how we make Neanderthals look like us?
There's no guarantee that a Neanderthal looked like that. But you base it off of what you look like now. Because that's like the most experience you have.
What if you found the carcass of a buzzwole? What would you think that motherfucker looked like?
I'd be like, well, this is something I would see in my nightmares.
How do you think they discovered dinosaurs had feathers? Because before they said, like, when I was growing up, we didn't think that.
What do you...
At all.
Which dinosaurs had feathers? I think all dinosaurs had feathers.
Most of them.
I had not heard about that little factoid, but...
Oh, yeah? Yeah, there's been a bunch of things that break my heart. Like, apparently the T-Rex was a scavenger. It didn't fuck shit up. It just walked in after everyone was done eating. What a
little pussy boy.
It was the cuck of...
It was the cuck.
It was the cuck of the dinosaur kingdom. It just came for, like, the 5th cream pie and finished.
It's like those assholes in Apex that
was.
just swoop in to kill you after you murdered somebody else.
Well, kind of. I didn't really kill anything.
Or they
come
just
walked
in
up after there was
somehow
only
a battle
left.
was left and somebody left, and like, oh, there's loot, let's go get it.
Yeah. I don't just... so many things have ruined how dinosaurs are to me. Just like velociraptors only being the size of a turkey.
Yeah.
It's very... But there was 30 of those little
you
fucks
would
in a
get
pack.
fucked up.
So... I think we could defeat 6 normal raptors, but not 30 turkey-sized raptors. No, there's just too much.
Were you one of those kids that played with dinosaurs a lot, or no?
Did
you have like dinosaur toys?
A lot. No. The only toy I had that was even a dinosaur was from the King Kong movie, where King Kong fights the T-Rex thing.
Very interesting.
That was the only dinosaur toy I had. My brother, though, because he was actually like a little kid when the first Jurassic Park came out, he had way more dinosaur stuff than I did. Most of my stuff was... I had so many Larry the Cucumber and just like VeggieTale toys. I had the one where you could swap outfits with Larry the Cucumber.
Mr. Potato Head.
I had stuff like that. Nerf guns were fucking extremely popular when I was growing up. It was like the height of like the single shot Nerf guns. Not like the rapid fire ones, the ones you gotta pull the trigger back every time.
I think it was Christmas, and my brothers and I all got this. There was a sniper one. That's pretty sweet, so we all got that. Yeah. Like, we each got one. So we could fight each other.
Oh, no. I just got the shitty pistols. You remember the Nerf guns that were just like the little... They're not darts, but they're like plastic little things. They have suction cups on them.
That's like early Nerf guns until it turned into more of like a...
Yeah, that's...
Kind of
a soft thing. No, my brother shot me with one of those in my eye, and I had to go to the doctor. God. It was because my mom used to clean for the school we went to. You went to the same school later on in life, but so it was for the elementary school. So we were there after school, and the teacher's lounge, and he fucking shot me in the eye with it, and I had to go to the doctors. Because you can't pull that out. I'll rip out my eye. Like it was the early ones where it wasn't even like. Yeah, it was the ones before the lawsuit. You know, the good good suck. So he didn't even get my eye when it was closed. It was still open. It was the most painful thing I can remember from when I was little.
That sounds
horrifying. That thing sucked. Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't great. All right, we should move on to our last thing. Try to keep these at least an hour and three.
No, I was gonna say real quick is that as a kid I just mostly had Batman toys.
Oh no, I had a Godzilla toy if that counts. No, we didn't really have toys actually. The most things we had was what I said, and then instead of toys, I think we had Pokemon Snap. I had that for a long time. Like the Pokemon Snap Nintendo thing though, like the actual
the whole
Pokemon Snap theme one. Yeah.
All right. Well.
Yeah, I broke it. I put a quarter in it on accident.
Let's move on.
All right, my favorite topic of the segment, Brad. It's the scary creature of the week. Insert scary creature noises. Do you like what it looks like? I was gonna.
Doesn't fit with this one. But...
So, Brad, I first heard about this thing from the lovely Animal Planet show, River Monsters. Now he's not. This thing isn't found in a river, but that's not the point. It is a monster.
That'd be awful.
I call it well, I don't call it this. Its name is the goblin shark. Look a picture of this thing up as we describe it. I'm just gonna read some quick facts, mostly where it's from, because I wanted to make sure I was nowhere near this stupid thing. Turns out we aren't really. No, it's in the Atlantic Ocean. And it's been found. Now here's the long list for you that I definitely didn't copy and paste or anything. No, not at all. It's been recorded in the northern Gulf of Mexico. So that's northern Gulf of Mexico. I don't know what that one. What is that? I can't even say the name. The Suriname, French guinea pig, southern Brazil, and western France, Portugal. Where are these places at? Where is Madeira? I know where Senegal is, but where is this Madeira place located?
I don't know.
Yeah. Apparently I should have included this, but there's only been a couple found in South Africa, Mozambique, Japan, Taiwan, Australia. See, Taiwan has terrifying things. It has this goblin shark and it has ladyboys. We should eradicate Taiwan.
Goddamn Taiwan.
On to my next point. Yeah. Everything scary is in Australia. I think it's a breeding ground
like all
for
those
scary
feral
things.
camels they have.
I say scary and you say feral camel.
Camels are pretty
instead
terrifying.
Of those spiders
in the wild.
Oh, yeah, sure. How about that spider that eats birds?
Yeah. But
Actually, I don't think that's even in Australia. So these things get a little big, 3 to 4 meters for anyone who listens to this out of country for some reason. For everyone we know, it's 9.8 to 13.1 feet. It's how big is my house? I don't know.
Think of a basketball hoop, really.
Yeah. They did catch a real big one though, 18 to 20 feet. That's I think that's 20 feet the size of my house. It might be 22. Tall?
Yeah, mine's
I think
probably
that's the size
around
of my house. I think your house is bigger. Your house might just be longer than mine, but
I don't know.
So, you want to hear the maximum weight for one of these fuckers?
Yeah.
460 pounds.
God.
But that was for a 3.8 meter shark.
Basically the biggest you could find.
That's a chunky boy. Well, 3.8 meters isn't even that big. That's like the smallest of one of these, but that is a chunker,
a little fat boy,
chunker of a boy. It's like a little Vienna sausage.
Space is terrifying though.
That boy is fat. Yeah, if you haven't even looked up the pictures of everything else we've talked about, just look up this one because it's actually terrifying. It's got like a nose. I don't know why.
It looks kind of like a redneck though, because his teeth are fucked.
Its teeth. Oh, it's teeth.
Ugh.
Those look like some crackhead blowjob teeth if I've ever seen them. Okay. You know those terrifying like hand puppets that people, not like a literal puppet with your hand? Like
yeah,
your
like
hand.
in a shadow.
It looks like, no.
Just like an actual hand
puppet. You put googly eyes on them? Yeah, but like not like a hand.
Like you're putting googly eyes on your hand.
Like take your hand right now. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like one of those, but someone like did art of it. It just looks
an artist rendition of a hand puppet.
Yeah, a hand, and then they just made it terrifying. All right, here's the ending.
Yeah,
one good thing this week.
I would say just watching the Red Wings and actually enjoying watching them play. The last 2 games, they won, and they've actually been kind of fun to watch, which is good. How about yourself?
That is good. That is good. Ooh, this happened recently. Finding out the liquor store by my house.
Oh,
has
yes,
Pink Whitney.
that's very good.
Yes. That stuff was insane.
It's pretty good.
Highly recommend.
All right.
Get to go see my boy Wally next time, too.
Well, we're going to end it there. We'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you enjoy. Bye.
That was it. Yep, see ya. All right, don't kill the audio yet.
Don't kill the audio yet.